Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to Goodwill to do some thrift shopping. Let's see what we can find. The first item I came across was this Verde Pyrex dish here. The price was not too bad on it, but it does have some dishwasher damage. The Verde green there is kind of not so shiny anymore, right? So I definitely had to think about this one. This was a different Goodwill, and once again, as you can see, there's another one of those tart plates. They had these really neat jars down here, very Americana, right? And I believe they are put out by Anchor Hawking. It was nice to see that they were selling these as a set, though I think the smaller plates were a set and then they had an additional price on the larger plates, which is kind of a bummer. I was actually surprised to see so much Pyrex here today. Usually I'm lucky if I find one piece. And when I saw this, I could see there was one inside, and I was like, oh, it's $15 for the set. But of course, they're individually priced, right? And these early American Pyrex dishes weren't in the best shape. You can see this is pretty scratched up on the inside of the small one. And the bigger one, I believe, had some significant damage on it as well. I think the inside was pretty weird. They did have another one of these Mikasa platters here with the, pretty Christmas design. You guys know that I just picked a couple of these up, but they had a colored edge to it. So I thought the ones I got was actually much prettier than this clear one. And this was only $5 though, so I hope someone, was able to grab that and enjoy it. They had one lonely little butterfly gold Casserole plate up here. It had some pretty significant fork scratch marks in it, so, I try to just pick up the ones that are in nicer condition. They had this really nice green sugar and creamer set here, and they were only asking $3 for the pair. They had this really nice decorative plate here that someone had hung on their wall, but it had some serious crazing going on it, and it is a seasonal item, so I don't know, I guess I'm not in the mood for fall right now. We had a very long winter. I'm ready for spring and summer for sure. This divided dish here is actually a glass bake dish, and I believe the pattern is called Blue Thistle. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very, very nice piece. I found this sad Pyrex here. A lot of people, if they find them like this, they will go ahead and pick it up and just finish scraping the rest of it off just to have a plain opal Pyrex bowl. But yeah, this was probably either a Verde or maybe even like a yellow primer or something. It's kind of hard for me to tell. It looks like it's pretty dishwasher damaged and the color's faded, so it's a little difficult to tell what it was. I was excited when I saw this Fire King Candle Glow casserole dish here. This is a pattern I do collect myself. But then I turned it over and look at the inside. What even is that? I didn't even know what to think of that. It doesn't even look like something you could have washed out. It was really just kind of like burnt. I don't even know what happened there. That was pretty disappointing. That Catherine Holm pie plate wanted to make another cameo, I guess. Someone was telling me that they actually gave those away as part of a membership reward when you signed up for some kind of a magazine, like a Flowers or something magazine. So I thought that was kind of neat, and that's probably explains why there's so many out there, right? I was surprised to see this Pyrex Visions pot here in the cranberry color. It was brand new in box, and they had $10 on it, which, you know, for it being new in box is probably pretty reasonable. I always like to study the boxes whenever I see, you know, something vintage new in the box like this, because, you know, that's the way you're gonna find the most accurate information, right? I was all set. I was going to just grab this. I thought $5 was really reasonable. Then do you see that defect in the front there? It looks like an original defect, but I just didn't really like how it looks, so I decided not to get it, unfortunately. 101 Dalmatians indeed. I did not even know what to think of this when I turned the corner. I assumed this was some grandmother's collection. She may have passed away, you know, it's kind of sad to think about. Or someone had just gotten sick of the Dalmatian horde that was in their life, that, you know, family or friends have probably given them a Dalmatian for every birthday and Christmas for the last 40 years. So I was pretty overwhelmed, needless to say, with all these Dalmatian options, but I really felt like I should adopt at least one or two, right? When you come across that many, you kind of feel like, hey, maybe I should get a couple of these. So it took me a bit to look through them and decide on what I should get exactly. You have to let me know below which ones you would have picked up, or if you would have picked up any. It was very difficult, let me tell you. This little train that they had there I thought was pretty cute as well. It's just so overwhelming when you see a collection quite that large, right? I did really like this dog here on the end, but he had some damage on his ears. I almost got him, but I didn't get him because of the damage. I did think these little firefighter ones were really adorable as well. That's usually what I associate Dalmatians with, right? Part of me that wanted to pick up all of these just to resell, but I was afraid I might end up with a horde of Dalmatians myself and not be able to sell them all, so I just, you know, chose a few. Somebody must have gotten rid of their Christmas present, because this was new in box. I'm pretty sure they still sell these at Walmart. $5 is probably a good deal if you know, want them for yourself. If you're going to try to resell them, I mean, like I said, they probably still sell them, so I didn't really think it would be an item I should pick up. They had these really pretty cups and saucers. They are in the midwinter wild oats pattern, and I did some comps while I was in the store. They were asking $4 a piece for them here, and they only go for about $6 a piece if you're lucky online, so I decided to pass. It wasn't, you know, worth my while to get them where, you know, I really wouldn't have got paid for my work. It basically would have just been, you know, picking them up at the store and handing them off to somebody else for the same price, if not even losing money, so unfortunately I couldn't get those. Wait for it, because you'll see me do a double take here when I picked up these dishes that were taped together, and I went to stand up and I was like, wait, that was definitely Old Town Blue Corral. So I found some of that. I was happy those were underneath there. These other ones had some significant damage on the edging there. I don't know what happened to them. always this Mod Podge of plates stacked on top of each other. I thought this pink one here might have been Fiesta ware, so I wanted to look on the bottom. They had this really beautiful Corningware casserole dish here. It is in the wildflower pattern, and they were asking $10 for it. So that's about what you would, end up making on it if you sold it online. So you just really don't have any room to make any money there, right? So you kind of have to leave that behind. I thought these international Heartland plates were quite nice. I really liked the design to them and how the edge even had a little bit extra design on it. So, overall I thought that was a pretty great price. Some of these ended up being chipped. I don't remember how many, but unfortunately I think there was only maybe 2 or 3 that were in good condition. I actually have a pretty large collection of plates in this similar design here. I don't have any with that flower on it, so I'm not sure why I didn't feel the need to get it. I think I was just overwhelmed by all the plate options today, and I ended up putting back that wildflower plate as well. They had this really gorgeous amber glass bowl hiding in the back there. I almost missed it. And I really liked the design of the grapes on it and the leaves. I just thought it was a really nice piece, and I'm not sure if this is vintage or not. It seems to be like it might be more modern, but it was definitely gorgeous. Since this is such a big store, I'm going to go ahead and end this here and do a part 2 for you. So make sure you subscribe to come back and see the rest of this shopping trip. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!